We are so tired.
This is exhausting and tougher than we were expecting. We are Kim and Lee, and we are embarking on an interesting journey, and we're selling our home with no real fixed plans. I think the next one is quite a big one. It's to do with our children. So we live in a blended family. Kim's got two adults that live their own lives in different places in the UK. And I've got two children. One's just turned 17, one is 14. I have my children here every other weekend, half of the holidays-ish, and they come every Thursday night.
I think it works out about a fifth of the year, doesn't it?
Yeah, in reality, it's a fifth of the year they're here. So the blended family dynamic is kind of, it feels a little even more strained at the moment because there's a lot of uncertainty in what's going on. Will the kids have their own bedroom? Will they have a house to come home to? Will I still be able to see them on a Thursday night? Will the regular every other weekend work? Will holidays look the way it's been set for quite a few years? Myself and my kids don't particularly like change, so there's a lot of change going on at the moment, and we don't know how it's going to look. And I'm being open and honest with the kids and telling them as things happen what it looks like and what impact it might have, but also being honest that there's a lot of unknowns as well.
And for anyone that's in a blended family, you'll know that they're challenging, that just by their very nature. You know, it's different households with different visions and values and different belief systems brought together. And that has its own unique challenges that are, they're well documented, well talked about, and we're no different. We're impacted by those challenges. But interestingly for me, this period doesn't make it any more strained or any less for me, which you might think this kind of strain would. I think it's more about Lee because it's about how his time with his children is going to be impacted and what that's going to look like and the uncertainty around that. And just to say as well, it was predominantly Lee's idea to put the house on the market and to go down this route. I was all for it. It's something I've wanted for a very, very long time, but I made peace with the fact that it probably wasn't going to happen because of Lee's children and the fact that he wanted to maintain the contact in that way, which I get and understand. So I'd made peace with it. I thought maybe when his children are older, we might do it. But at the start of the year, just however everything aligned, that Lee was like, let's just do it.
And I have this hope that, and it might not be seen initially, that we'll be able to expose my children to experiences that they wouldn't get just being in their room playing on their PlayStation in this house. I think we've got an opportunity to show them the world, to show them different experiences, because we'll have more money in anything else to be able to do that rather than sucking it all in the house.
I think more importantly than money is time as well. We'll have more time.
Time.
And I like the phrase, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. And if you're in that rat race on that hamster wheel, you just live that hamster wheel and you just fall into those routines of wake up, go to work, come home from work, eat tea, do this, and that cycle. And then the weekend comes and you try and cram everything into the weekend because it's the only time you've got. And whereas we're stepping off that hamster wheel and we're not going to be doing things in that hamster wheel way. And who knows what that might unlock and reveal. And, so the contact is very routined and organised at the moment and structured and has been for a long time. But the change might open up things that we could never even dream were possible.
Yeah, and I think back to when I was a kid and the experiences my parents gave me massively shaped who I am as an adult now and the things I enjoy. And I really hope that that will be the same for my kids, that the things that we will expose them to and we have exposed them to gives them better experience of the world.
It's memories, not things, isn't it? It's memories. And yeah, and you're going to have happier, better memories if you're more relaxed and less stressed and have more time. And living in this house, on this hamster wheel, in this system, it just is less opportunity to create memories. There's just not room for that because we're just trying to exist. So thinking about our relationship now, at the moment, how would you describe it?
Functional, existing.
It is, and that's not because that's because of circumstance, because we're craving that connection and that freedom and that, you know, the ability to just be. But the way our days are stacked at the moment, we're not getting those moments to be together, to enjoy each other's company. And so a couple of weeks ago, if you've seen our last video, we went to visit an intentional community in Bury Park, and we stayed overnight in the van, and I just saw Lee's face lit up at the corner of my eye. And that's exactly that's us.
We've had so many great memories in the van of weekends away.
Yeah, and just being away and free and exploring and travelling and loose timescales, waking up what we want, which is probably still about 6 a.m, but it's different when you haven't got an alarm to be up for. Just nourishes us so much, and we're not getting that nourishment at the moment. Like, we're ships that pass in the night almost, because like we're doing our things that we need to do. Yeah.
Can I give, to me, we were living in a rented house in Portishead when we first got our van, Star, and we were, once we had it up and running, we were going away regularly in it, and we had some really good memories. So actually, I remember one of our friends saying, "Why are you spending so much on a rented house when you're never in it? You're always away in the van." And that was brilliant because we were having amazing memories. And it feels that when we moved to this house, that started eroding, because then we started doing the house up, which took the weekends and the evenings. Then we're too tired, or we had something we needed to do. My old corporate job involved a lot of draining time as well. So and
then the cost of living has crept up on us. Mortgage rates have gone up, everything's increased. Obviously Lee's income decreased because he left the corporate world. Don't know if you mentioned that at all. So then we're just literally been trying to exist, and all those, you know, the nice trips away, they just become luxuries. And life should not be that way, where you can't enjoy living, and it's not, you only get a short time on this planet. And as we said in a previous video, if you watched it, potentially I've only got like 30 summers left on this planet, maybe a few more. Yet we don't want to keep on that hamster wheel of stuck in the system of just not being able to enjoy living. It's all wrong. It's all back to front. So a lot of our path going forward, a lot of the reason of this journey is so that we can reconnect, come back together. So our relationship is strained. We both, not strained in that, like, we're not arguing or there's no like conflict.
we're just existing.
Yeah, we're not able to get that connection time and that nourishment. But this is a choice we've made, and it's just hoping that we've both got the resilience in us and in our relationship to get us through this, to come out the other side, so that we can then reap the benefits of this hard work.
We watched a YouTube, I think only last night, where a couple basically lease some farmland and they organise events on it. And I think I turned to Kim and said, that's what we should be doing. And we're not. And we're stuck here. So maybe this will allow us to do that.
Who knows?
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and press that little bell so you get notifications on our next video that comes out, because who knows what next video will be.
And remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be.
You've got to trust the process.